Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a timeless general reading, whatever spirit wants you to know for whoever it's going to be for. So take what resonates when and how it resonates and leave what doesn't. Consult your own intuitions. If you get an intuitive hit during the reading, take that into account when interpreting your reading and practice your discernment always. Additionally, I channel in radical honesty, so if you're not here in radical self-honesty, personal responsibility, and accountability, then this is not the channel for you. What is going on today, Spirit? Well, today matters. It's just whatever you do. Still timeless. Okay, what's going on? I just heard, everybody dance now, dun, 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 dun. So that song's coming through. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. It's like the only thing I'm getting. What's going on? Okay, we're getting messages from the skull, apparently. Let's dig around in here, see what's coming out. What's going on, Spirit, for today's reading? So with everybody dance now, I'm getting this, like, so sometimes when I'm under, like, heavy attack, spiritually, my body gets all tense, and I'll want to just sit still. And I don't notice it, but my muscles literally start tensing, and it, like, if I don't notice it for a couple hours, when I finally do start moving, I'll actually be sore. And because we're physical organisms and it's all one world, physical and spiritual, moving around physically helps energy flow as well. So locking up our bodies can mess with that, as well as just messing with the physical functions as well. Again, not that they're truly separate. So yeah, there's lots of spiritual warfare just going on collectively at the moment. But whenever you're seeing this, you're not crazy. You're definitely under attack. I just saw Jupiter. It didn't come out, but I did see it. Okay. Nope, just those two. Okay. It's this one. Foggy. I'm also seeing, I haven't played it, but I've seen enough clips. I think I'm seeing something from Silent Hill, one of the video games. That's the game, right? Silent Hill. It's like a horror game. So yeah, and again, I was talking about the spiritual attacks, the warfare, right? So there's this, like, one foggy, so they're trying to obscure things. That's another game. I haven't played it. Claire Obscura, I think. Let me Google that. Let's see what this is. Fantasy. Yeah, they're trying to, like, plant some kind of fantasy. They're trying to, and again, all these video games, they're trying to make you feel like you're in a fantasy world. In a bad way, though. Okay. Let me Google this, though. Yeah, Claire Obscura Expedition 33. My ears ringing on number 33. There's some fuckery and bullshit around that number, I've noticed, but I'm not going to dig into that. I'll just suffice it to say that. Yeah, people don't realize how much out there in so-called spiritual spaces is consciously designed warfare. Like, it's designed to hurt us and to distract us and to take us further from actual spiritual truth. Everyone is not like us, right? We have good intentions. I'm assuming you do as well if you're here. We have good intentions. We're honest. I don't want to say most, but it's fair to say most people are not like that. It's not that they're, very few people are like constant liars. Every word out of their mouth is false. But most people will lie for personal gain, to get one over on somebody. Like, if we assume that someone means well, we're just going to get tricked. It's a sad fact of life. The moon just fell on the floor. Of course it did. Foggy, fantasy, moon. Like, this is so... They're just riling emotions right now. This is collective at time of filming, but you are under attack. You're not crazy. You don't need to be worried. It's just, you can feel it. You can feel it, and maybe it's making you feel a little bonkers, I'm hearing. And that's okay. But you can know throughout it, we just have to keep reminding ourselves, like, this is not the truth. This is not reality. This is not how it'll always be. We're not going to be miserable like this 24/7. We will be able to experience peace. We're just under attack at the moment. Yeah, Eight of Swords. Like, this is the energy they want you in. This reading. They want you in this Eight of Swords. They want you confused and afraid, and they don't want you to be able to see in front of you. You could easily get out of this situation if you could see. You wouldn't even need to be untied, right? You just get the blindfold off, you could get out of this situation. And then you could even use the swords to cut yourself free if you could see, right? That's the thing. This is why they try so hard to keep us off our game, to constantly mess with our perception. They can't actually do any of the things that they want us to believe they can do. They never actually have the power over us they want us to believe they do. Ever. When we think people have power over us, it's because they've tricked us into emotionally, they tricked us emotionally into doing it ourselves. Into holding ourselves back because we're too afraid to move forward. They can't actually hold us back. Landed perfectly. Ooh, that just like leapt out of my hand, literally. Y'all saw that. It jumped over here. Justice. Spirit's about to swing. Slice. Yeah, the sword of truth is double-edged and cuts indiscriminately. It cuts away all bullshit instantly and perfectly, as close as it is possible to be to the truth, right? Like the what is it called? The Planck length, where falsehood and truth connect. That's what it slices. So it's going to completely remove this shit, and Spirit's going to be balancing things, right? With the scales here. Because this is violation of natural law. This is an assault, an unjustified attack. And yes, there is such thing as justified attack. Don't fall. Again, so much out there in so-called spiritual spaces is to hurt us. This idea that you're always supposed to turn the other cheek in absolute nonviolence, that is just so that they can destroy you without you defending yourself. That's literally all that is. It is just to destroy you. You have the divine right to self-protection. Yeah, Ten of Wands reversed. I'm hearing, carry on my wayward son. What is it? There'll be peace when you are done, I think. There'll be peace when you... Yeah, I think so. Is that it? That doesn't sound right. Let me Google the lyrics. Oh my goodness. Could be carry on my wayward daughter. This doesn't matter. Always, feel free to switch man and woman around with tarot readings. And masculine, feminine, because man and woman, masculine and feminine aren't the same thing. Men are usually masculine, women are usually feminine, but it's not a 100 to 0 thing. Yeah, there will be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. I almost said weigh your leery. Leer. Isn't that a word as well? Leer. Oh my god. Why can't it just give you the definition when you Google a word? Thank you. A suggestive or sneering look or grin. A facial expression of contempt or scorn. Let them leer at you. Let them look at you the way they want. Like this. Again, they're not like you. You wouldn't look at someone like that unless they were like actually a horrible person. Like when you pass judgment and you bully yourself for it because you think it's wrong, at least I think everyone here, but at least someone here, it's not wrong to judgment is not wrong. We've made judgmental to mean overly so, but judgment at all is not wrong. Balance in all things. But because we assume as humans that others are like us, if everyone's leering at us like that, that must mean there's something wrong with us, right? No. I mean, it's perfectly reasonable that we think that, but these people are just insane. You're not crazy, they are. Okay? Yeah. And with this Ten of Wands reverse, it's like a release of burden. Let spirit handle it. Our teams are saying all you got to worry about. I'm seeing someone wrap up in a blanket, get a nice cozy drink, a little bowl of chips, and turn on their favorite show and get all cozy and cricket their legs under the under the blanket. I love to do that. Okay, anything else? Not from this one, I don't think. Bottom of deck. King of Swords. Yeah. Again, the spirit's coming through and wielding that sword. And the king's job, like in a human sense, in a not always in a functionally sense, but in a idealized, the king is meant to protect his people. Your team is going to protect you. They're going to do their job. They're already doing it, right? What's going on? Messages, and I can close it out. It's up. It's upside down now. There we go, right side up. But the fact that that wind blew it upside down, and swords is air energy, and I'm talking about these swords. Winds of change, I just heard. The winds of change are on the horizon. Don't you worry. Wheel of Fortune, yeah. This is going under justice. Things are changing. Things are shifting, right? And this is a shinier deck. So it's like this is... Things are going to be bright and shiny. They're going to feel so wonderful once we're free. And of course, more warfare is going to come in the future. And we're going to go through these cycles over and over and over. But such is life. Let's appreciate the good times while we got them and not dread the bad times while we're in them. Nine of Cups reversed. This is okay. This is even a good thing, honestly, because it's over here under the moon. This is where it was starting. This, you know, the moon was the illusion they're casting over us. That means the Nine of Cups reversed, right? People call this the wish fulfillment card. So Nine of Cups reversed, you'd think at a glance is like horrible emotional dissatisfaction. Like they wanted you to feel like your wishes they turned to dust as you tried to grasp them, right? You couldn't get them. They couldn't materialize. They wanted you to feel like your greatest fears were realized, right? Rather than wish fulfillment, they wanted you to believe it was like your nightmare fulfillment, right? Which is not a good fulfillment, obviously. And that's what we're moving out of, and that's what our teams are really like. You have to let go. That's what they're saying. We have to let go of this doom and this gloom, this idea that nothing will ever be good for me. Because if we assume nothing will ever be good, we'll behave as though it will be, and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? I've seen people hold themselves in that. And you tap into there, you can just see it with some basic reasoning skills, but I can also tap into it energetically. And their life would not be like that if they were not actively making it that way. Not everything bad that ever happens to us is our own fault. I'm not, nuance, balance in all things. But we do have a great deal of control. And I have met people who almost every problem, if not every problem in their life, is self-inflicted in that way. And that's what people are trying to I'm hearing, rot upon you. They're trying to rot upon you. All the double entendre there, rot as in R-O-T as well. They want you to rot yourself in your soul. Refuse, okay? Five of Cups reversed. No use crying over that damn spilled milk. Move. There's probably many songs called Move, but I'm just seeing like move, the word in my mind's eye, and it's got like the quotes around it as like it's a song name on YouTube, but the artist is like fuzzy, right? So that's not filled in. So if you have a song that's called Move or has Move somewhere in the title, take that as that resonates. Okay. Queen of Cups. Yeah. Let's take that as the bottom of deck. So what's really important is that with her cup being closed here, that we have our boundaries, we keep our emotions to ourselves and in check, because there's a lot of effort to sway our emotions right now collectively. And whenever you're seeing this, you're not crazy. Things are going to be set right, at least for a time. So let's take advantage of, sometimes we dissociate through the high times on the Wheel of Fortune and we don't even notice they pass. Like, we got to be present for it. But they are coming. But it is our choice to tap into that. Okay, Spirit's telling me to get something from my note card oracles. Relax is on the bottom of the deck. It's a cup of tea. It could be something for someone. Run freeze on this half when I'm splitting it to shuffle, which is a horse, which could be another message for somebody. Cord cutting. What wants to come out though? Just keep hearing "Carry On My Wayward Son." So that song is also used in the show Supernatural a lot. So that could be a message for somebody, that show. Out of this world. That's why you're such a target. It's not because, again, like I said, we assume, well, people must be doing this to us for a good reason. People must be leering at us. They must be out to get us. Like, we must be an existential threat to the goodness of this world to warrant this much, attacks against us. Because we would only level attacks against someone who was an existential threat to the world, right? People are not like us, okay? They're not all exactly the same, and then we're just the only different ones. Everyone is different. There's just general trends. But most people want to maintain the comfortable status quo. So they're going to attack anyone who threatens that. And when you're out of this world, when you are visibly alien in that way, which you could try your best to be the most visually conformist person in the entire universe, your energy is still going to show. Your energy is still going to beam. People are still going to treat you like shit, so don't even bother. Not everyone's going to treat you like shit, but you know what I'm saying. Right? You are out of this world, your potential and your energy. You just need to accept that and work with it. Yeah, ground yourself. This visualization of the roots coming from our root and going into the earth is going to be really, really powerful. Okay. There we go. Do that as the thumbnail or something. Okay, I hope this reading resonated. It was helpful for you. Spirit saying we're done. If it did resonate, and it doesn't matter, we're finished. If it did resonate and it was helpful, please like the video, comment anything you want, and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more readings from me in the future. All right, good luck and goodbye.